Today we are going to discuss a very important topic, and we all indulge in this. And sometimes the results are very damaging. Today we are going to talk about gossiping in the office. अरे तुम्हें पता है कल क्या हुआ? या अरे कल तुमने देखा था मैनेजर का चेहरा कितना लटका हुआ था? Hi guys, I'm Atul Hulkar, career designer and founder of Art of Working. In Art of Working, we help career professionals in super boosting their career and also at times redesigning it. We in Art of Working also help corporates and large enterprises in fully developing the potentials of their employees. In art of working, we do not consider you to be manpower, or we do not consider you to be a workforce, but we consider you to be part of the human capital. This capital, which may not be reflected very well in your balance sheet, but are one of the most important and valuable assets for any organization. As I said, today we will be talking about gossiping in the office. And it is very dangerous at times, but you can't escape. अगर आपके साथ में कोई बैठ के चार बातें कर रहा तो आप वहां से उठ के जा नहीं सकते. So you need to understand and balance as to how do you manage all this, right? So you got to find ways. कभी आप चाय पी रहे हैं, तब आपके कुछ कलीग आ जाते हैं, तब कोई ऐसी कोई बात करता है, और एक हाथ तो पक्का हमेशा ऑफिस में होता है. There's one queen of the gossip, or that young dynamic guy who loves and who has all the juicy news. And trust me, I mean, it's not all that bad. Sometimes it crosses that line. You got to be careful when it crosses that line. You can't be sitting away from the gossip, right? But you can't be seen to be part of that one very small core group of gossipers where even the management keeps an eye, right? Gossip has got very serious consequences. At times, bad damages relationship with your bosses. It brings in uncertainty in the organization. It damages relationship within a team also. So talking once in a while, just to relax and just general talk is fine. But when you're damaging someone's career, when you're talking about someone's character, when you're talking about bad about your organization, that is the time you need to watch out. And you come to know, or आपको पता चल जाता है when that line is being crossed, and that is the time any professional should be very careful. Firstly, there are I am going to tell you just 4 ways to be careful about. पहली चीज तो आप अपनी पर्सनल और प्रोफेशनल ग्रीवियंसेस publicly ना announce करें. If you have any personal problem, obviously your office should not be knowing about it unless and until someone is very close friend of yours. And in the office, definitely avoid it. If you have a professional grievances, you can vent out those grievances, but then talk to HR or your manager or very close confidant of yours. Don't publicly speak about those professional grievances. It's not right, because when you speak something, वो एक की दो बात, दो की चार बात होती है, और वो अल्टीमेटली मैनेजमेंट के पास पहुंच जाती है. So you should be very careful. Secondly, just understand, identify those triggers. अब ये खतरनाक बात की तरफ जा रहा है. You're just talking normally, you're talking about office, you talk about one bad meeting. Sometimes people do talk about being shouted upon by the boss or something. That's fine, that's generally fine, right? लेकिन जैसे ही कोई कहता है तुम्हें पता है कि कल बॉस के साथ ऐसा हुआ, और या there is an affair going on, it's time to quietly move on. If you can't move on, then another thing which you can do is try to subtly change the topic. में धीरे से कोई और बात, कि परसों एक मीटिंग होने वाली है, क्या हमने उसको, जब आपको लोग देखेंगे कि आप इन टाइप के टॉपिक्स को अवॉइड करते हैं, तो वो आपके साथ दोस्ती तो रखेंगे, लेकिन वो टॉपिक डिस्कस करना अवॉइड करेंगे. तो probably it's a good thing where you know, and people also know that there is a line which you have drawn, right? And that's good for your career. Another thing is, even if you come to know something, अगर आपको पता भी चल जाता है वो जूसी वाली बात कि किसका किसी के साथ अफेयर चल रहा है, या someone has been fired or someone is being hired, be careful. Don't pass it on. A gossip becomes a gossip when it goes from one person to another person to another person. If you can, then you must, in fact, ensure that it does not cross you, even if when you hear it. And please understand, the entire organization, the entire floor, entire office knows who are the true gossipers. Just being next to them, standing them, having a cup of tea doesn't make you part of that team. Don't become the core gossiper. Firstly, देखिए इसके ना बहुत सारे impact होते हैं. It affects your career, it affects your relationships, it affects your relationship with management as well. It also impacts your work. It work, that entire stress. अगर आपको भी बोले कि ऑफिस के अंदर देखिए कोई लिस्ट आई है, देयर इज सम ले ऑफ व्हिच इज टेकिंग प्लेस, एंड दीस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स व्हेन यू गो बैक होम आल्सो इट वर्क्स. और कई लोग ऐसे होते हैं ये छोड़ते नहीं है आपको कि आपने ऑफिस में बातचीत की और गॉसिप करी, वो घर भी आपको रिंग करके तुमको पता है क्या हुआ. दूसरी बात, वो व्हाट्सएप करेंगे, अरे देखो पता है क्या हुआ, चलो एक कॉन्फ्रेंस कॉल करते हैं. मेरी आपको बहुत सिंपल एडवाइस है, just do not talk about all this, and even if you listen, don't pass it on. Gossip is part of the office culture, but you don't have to be the leader out there. Have a nice week, and we will catch you again in my next office episode of Office Talk. Till then, take care.